Well, here we are talking about the smartphones that have entered the market. Anant is in the studio. Anant, quite a few releases in the smartphone space, and we have been talking about them. You know, from the premium ones to the real, the Chinese products as well, which are doing very well for themselves, clearly. So now, having gone as far as we have into the year and looking at the kind of phones that are already in the market, which ones are making the cut?
Vikram, right in front of you, I mean, these are the phones according to me, not this one, but this was the new one. But these are the phones according to me that stand out. I've got the OnePlus 2, the Galaxy S6 Edge, a personal favorite, and the iPhone 6. Again, everybody loves the iPhone. Now, these phones actually, they all belong to, like the OnePlus is a different category altogether. It's like we've spoken, it's that flagship killer.
Right.
Half the price compared to the Galaxy S6 Edge or the iPhone 6, but matches it on almost every account.
Right.
Fingerprint scanner, great camera, large screen, brilliant performer, and just look at the design. So we've spoken about this before. But it again cuts corners on some little things, like the Galaxy S6 Edge has a much better camera. Overall design, it's much lighter and thinner. So OnePlus 2, the other thing is it's bulky. Pick it
Right,
up.
yeah.
So not everybody would want that. But
Correct.
they've gone with a single phone philosophy and they'd rather go with that large 5.5
But the
inches.
specs really match, right?
Absolutely. The specs really match, but it's a 5.5-inch screen. Not everybody likes that. I personally use the iPhone 6 just because it's the best phone to use single-handedly.
Sure.
And the S6 also now comes close to that because it matches the iPhone in terms of performance, even supersedes it on many accounts.
Right.
The camera, oh my God, the S6 camera. I mean, Samsung has just brought its A game this year with the S6. And the S6 Edge obviously is a great looker. The S6 is also now retailing for about 37,000 rupees, which is a great price. It's only a marginal bump up over the OnePlus 2.
Correct.
So a lot of people who are actually holding back because they're waiting for that invite for that OnePlus 2.
Right.
But if you can actually shell out that 12,000 rupees,
Then you don't have to wait for the invitation.
I would say go for the S6. It's a better overall phone.
Right.
But talking about exclusivity, we were talking about...
When you kind of enter a room and you put your phone down and you want to kind of make a statement about it as well.
Correct.
It seems like the iPhone is the one that you normally would do it with.
Correct. But what do you do when you walk into a room full of iPhone 6 users and who do you impress? And how do you stand out? How do you get that alpha tag? So you walk in with a phone that costs probably 10 times as much.
Right.
Walk in with something like a Vertu.
Right.
Now, we've been talking about how technology as a whole has been a leveler. And we've seen that. We've seen this can still send a WhatsApp message, the same thing that a 5,000 rupee Android phone
Correct.
can do.
Yes.
And this is also running on Android.
Right.
But of course, there is titanium, sapphire glass, ruby for a button, calf leather, and exclusivity like concierge services.
Correct.
And that's what you buy into. So this is the Vertu Aster. This is one of the new releases. And we keep questioning ourselves, how many people are actually going to shell out that kind of money on a smartphone these days? I mean, the exclusivity does stand there, but it's also an Android phone. To a lot of people, premium is iOS.
Correct.
So,
So the operating system also makes a difference. And obviously the ecosystem that you've already bought yourself into, you want to stay within that.
Absolutely. And Vikram, you have to keep in mind that ecosystems are very important. Let's say like 8 out of your 10 friends are on a Windows phone. You would be better off with a Windows phone or,
Correct.
Be around the ecosystem that most of your friends and family are around.
Sure.
And that's a key factor in deciding a smartphone.
So what I'm seeing right now is the S6, there is the OnePlus 2, and of course the iPhone. So this is pretty much it when you're looking at buying a smartphone right now.
Now, considering that we're almost nearing the end of the year, there's nothing much to look forward to except the iPhone 6s and the 6 Plus S, 6s Plus, because that's going to be coming out in September 9th, and at least the announcement is then, and it should be in stores just before Diwali. So if you're planning to buy an iPhone 6, I would say hold
Just
on.
that longer.
Just a bit longer.
Right.
The OnePlus 2, if you've already got the invite, someone's got it, there is no better deal, no better price to performance ratio in the market.
Sure.
The OnePlus 2 is a great buy.
But if you still haven't bought it?
If you still haven't bought it and you haven't
And
got
don't have the invitation.
don't have the invite, the S6.
Right.
And overall, if I had to pick the best Android phone right now in terms of something that I like its size, I like its performance. It's a great phone. The camera is brilliant.
Right.
It has to be the S6. The only two phones that actually we are looking forward to now is the next Nexus.
Right.
And of
being a
course-
Nexus user, I'm going to wait for that one.
Yes, and the next Moto X, because that's supposedly very good.
Sure. So these are the two phones to look out for.
Absolutely.
So as far as festive season is concerned, this is what it is. And then, of course, there is the Vertu, which makes the perfect style statement at this
Absolutely.
point in time. When it comes to style, this is it. Substance, well, it seems like all the phones seem to have it. Well, that's where we're wrapping things up on this edition of Aspire.